Be sure to cook. Hi, today we're going to be making salmon croquettes. We're going to be making the canned salmon croquettes. You got fresh and you got canned. I will be making fresh later on, but right now we're going to be making canned salmon croquettes, showing you how to make a good croquette. So let's get started. First, to make a good croquette, you need a good crust to fry it in. I have rinsed thoroughly my vegetables, and I'm going to be working with a green pepper, a white yellow onion, or a sweet onion, whatever they call that. It's just a white onion to me. And I usually work with these two, but today my husband said, you know what, I want something a little bit jazzier, and I'm going to use a red bell pepper. So a green bell pepper, a red bell pepper, and a white onion. Cut these like so in chunks. Very easy. Now what I do is I dice all those onions and those peppers, and I want it a little smaller. So what I do is I just dice all of this and just keep dicing until everything is about the same size. These are cans of pink Alaska salmon. Just any old pink Alaska salmon that you prefer. Strainer, saving the juice because I need all of that juice. I cooked a rusted potato that I've already had cooked and cooled, and it's a whole potato. I'm going to be using this potato, and I just chopped it up and I cooked it until it was fork tender. I'm going to have 2 eggs, whole eggs. So with the yolk and all, 2 whole eggs. Those 2 beaten eggs I am going to add into the mixture. Even if you don't have a potato, and say that you have I use all kinds. I like the potato in there because it gives it a nice little bite, and it is just so delicious. If you try this recipe, if you happen to like croquettes or fish, let's get to frying those croquettes. Okay, now I've cleaned my board. I've got a plate down, my cornmeal that we made earlier, and the salmon that we made earlier. Now, what I'm going to do is you got to get a little salmon, and you can like make them any size you want. I like to make them like hamburger buns, or like hamburgers, or hamburger buns. Some people like to make them shaped like ovals like this. Then hot, and it is about ready to go. Those salmon patties that I had made, I'm going to take these salmon patties, and I'm going to take my my cornmeal flour, sorry about that, and I'm going to cover over by flipping and cover. Make sure when you cover you get, all the edges everywhere, around the edges, and you want all this submerged in, your cornmeal. And then you want to take it, flip it back and forth like this, flipping it back and forth. Make sure it's covered good. Make sure your hands are dry when you're doing this, and you want to stick it into your hot oil. Repeating the same thing over. Now you're going to get cornmeal on your hands because your salmon mixture is a little wet from a little of the salmon juice and the egg, but you want to just keep on filling up like you're building a sandcastle or something. Just think of that when you're cooking. And you want to make sure you get on the edges and everything, because this is going to be a great crust. Then you want to make sure all that crust is off of there, and you want to take it, you want to lay that in your oil. And keep completing these until they're all done in the pan. Okay, I got those in the pan, and I'm only cooking 4 at a time because I wanted to have room to cook. And I got this like on a about a medium. And I'm gonna let those fry up and turn a nice golden brown and get real hot, cook inside. Okay, turning these over. Crust on here. And you can see it. Right around the edges, you'll see the crust forming. Nice brown crust. Sometimes it's kind of hard to turn these. And I don't want to break those, so I'm going to have my oil go to the side. I'm going to flip that over like that. Yeah. Okay. And mix it up. Okay. These are the croquettes. They have been fried. We have made the mix. We have cornmeal them. And we fry them in any kind of vegetable oil, canola oil, whatever you like using. We fry these about 10 minutes on one side, 10 minutes on the next side to a nice golden brown, hot and great in the middle. And here they are. And I just can't wait for you all guys to taste these. These are good. Tonight we're having the macaroni and cheese and the cream peas with those. So I hope you all tune in again and, you know, come see us. We're going to be making more different dishes, and it is so great to have you all to join us tonight. I thank you, and God bless. Before we go, guys, I would like for you all to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. But right now, I want to show you the mix that I was talking to you all earlier about. Okay, you see me fry the croquettes in them. Now I'm taking a strainer and I am straining the the rest of the mix here, and the good stuff's going here and the bad stuff we'll catch at the end, and disregard any of the little pieces of salmon or fishmongers or whatever you got in there that has anything to do with seafood. Okay, put it back and use it for another time. Once again, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Be sure to cook.